girlfriend of 3 years, Elena, dumped me because she claimed I was a financial anchor, dragging her life down. As a high-end real estate agent, she lived for status while I was just a struggling coder in a stained hoodie, spending 18 hours a day building an app in a cramped garage. She eventually told me she needed a power partner who matched her ambition, not a hobbyist with no future. 2 weeks after moving out of our shared apartment, she went public with Marcus, a guy who supposedly owned a fleet of luxury rentals and drove a car that cost more than my annual rent. I didn't argue or beg. I stayed silent, moved into a tiny studio, and poured every ounce of my frustration into my code. The turnaround happened faster than I expected. 8 months later, my cybersecurity firm was acquired by a tech giant for $12 million. I didn't buy a flashy car or post a revenge photo on Instagram. I just bought a tailored suit and went back to work. One afternoon, I walked into our old favorite high-end coffee shop and saw Elena. Scene was pathetic. She was visibly stressed, arguing with a waiter over a declined credit card while Marcus was nowhere to be found. Turns out her power partner was a fraud involved in a Ponzi scheme, and he had vanished, leaving her with the debt. When she noticed me, her eyes went wide. She saw the Rolex on my wrist and the way the staff treated me, and she came running over, grabbing my arm and claiming she had made a huge mistake. She tried to tell me that the stress of her job had made her crazy, and that she always knew I was the one I just looked at. My watch smiled politely and told her that I finally found the ambition she was always talking about. I introduced her to my new lead developer and fiancée, Sarah, who was waiting at a corner table. I didn't block Elena or yell. I just walked out to my SUV and let her stand on the sidewalk watching the life she threw away drive out of sight. Ambition is a two-way street, and she chose the wrong lane.